everyone. Look, I found the stolen cash hidden right here in Yuto's desk.
What are you talking about? I've never seen that envelope before.
Trying to deny it now? I caught you red-handed. The promotion was all you cared about.
Inside the envelope, a stack of crisped bills. Someone had placed it there deliberately, in plain sight. The noise grew as coworkers gathered, but then the sharp voice of their manager silenced the room.
Enough. This is not a public trial. My office will handle the matter.
As the whispers of his colleagues spread, Yuto's mind frantically searched for an explanation.
I just want to make sure our workplace stays honest. It's heartbreaking to see a colleague fall like this.
I'll review the security tapes. Until then, no accusations. To your desks, everyone.
Yuto stood paralyzed, the laughter of his future turning into a silent nightmare.
You have to believe me. I didn't take that money. Someone planted it.
A convenient excuse. Everyone knows you were desperate for that promotion. Yuto.
I said enough. Both of you. To your desks. We will resolve this through proper channels.
Yuto forced his legs to move. He collapsed into his chair, his world crumbling.
This can't be happening. The promotion was supposed to be today. How did it all fall apart so fast?
Across the room, Kazuki leaned back with a quiet smirk, already savoring his victory. The office had turned cold. Colleagues who once greeted Yuto warmly now averted their eyes.
No one will even look at me. They've already decided I am guilty.
The promotion he had worked years for now seemed like a cruel joke, just out of reach. In the silence, he realized the truth didn't matter unless someone believed it.
That drawer was empty this morning. I opened it to get a pen. Nothing was there.
He traced the timeline. Between his coffee break and Kazuki's outburst, someone had slipped the envelope in.
And Kazuki was so quick to find it. Too quick. But no one will listen to that.
He tried HR, but they refused to intervene before the manager's review. Another dead end. Then he saw Kazuki at his desk, talking casually with coworkers, throwing a smug glance his way.
Does he really think he's beaten me? I won't let him take everything I've built.
A message appeared on his screen. Yuto, report to my office immediately. Manager. He steadied his breathing and pushed open the heavy door to the manager's office. Inside, the manager gestured to the empty chair, his expression unreadable.
Thank you for seeing me, sir. I swear I had nothing to do with that money.
Walk me through your morning. When was the last time you opened that drawer?
I grabbed a pen around 9. It was empty. After that, I was at my desk all morning.
Anyone else near your desk? Notice anything unusual?
No, I didn't see anyone. But someone could have slipped it in during my break. He's not believing a word I say. Just going through the motions.
I've noted your statement. The investigation will continue. That's all for now.
He walked out feeling like a stranger in his own life. The hallway stretching into a tunnel of judgment. Near the break room, Kazuki leaned against the wall, a knowing smirk spreading across his face. From the open door, he heard the whispers. He actually had the nerve to steal from the company.
They've all made up their minds. Is there anyone left who sees the truth?
The next morning, Yuto arrived before anyone else. The empty office felt like a tomb. Kazuki walked in, flipping on the lights. He immediately turned to the early arrivals and raised his voice.
It's a sad day when we can't trust the person sitting next to us. Integrity isn't optional. It's the foundation of our team.
Colleagues nodded along, casting sideways glances at Yuto, who hadn't moved from his chair.
He's turning them against me with every word. And I can't even open my mouth without digging a deeper grave.
Kazuki's voice dripped with false concern, his performance flawless. One by one, coworkers stopped by Kazuki's desk to express their support, leaving Yuto in a bubble of silence. Not a single person asked Yuto for his side. The verdict was rendered without trial.
If I stay silent, I am guilty. If I speak, I am desperate. Either way, he wins.
By noon, the promotion that was supposed to be his felt like a ghost of a past life.
I need to see the security footage from my floor this morning. It could prove my innocence.
The IT clerk shook his head. Access was restricted to management. Another locked door.
Even the cameras are controlled by the same people who doubt me. There's no way out.
He stared at the small black lens in the corner, the silent witness that could clear his name. Then he saw Kazuki near the server room, speaking to the IT lead in hushed, urgent tones. Kazuki's usual smugness was gone. His hands were clenched, his posture rigid.
What is he so nervous about? It controls the footage. Is he trying to cover his tracks?
Kazuki glanced over his shoulder, spotted Yuto, and abruptly ended the conversation.
He's hiding something. But without access to the footage, I can't prove a thing.
The seed of doubt was planted, but suspicion was a thin shield against the weight of public blame. The manager called both into a small conference room, his expression unreadable as he set a recorder on the table.
I've been checking the accounts. Yuto had unusual access to petty cash logs last week. He was in the accounting office alone after hours.
Those are blatant lies. He's fabricating a timeline that never happened, and the manager is just writing it all down.
That's a serious claim. Kazuki, do you have any documentation to support that access?
I don't have documents, but I saw him with my own eyes. I didn't want to believe it either.
He's so convincing. Even I would believe him if I didn't know my own innocence. Maybe the manager already does.
The manager made another note, his pen scratching the only sound in the room. Yuto's objections seemed to dissolve into the silence.
I've noted both perspectives. The investigation continues. You'll each be contacted with the final decision.
Yuto left first, Kazuki a few steps behind him. In the hallway, he heard Kazuki's soft laugh.
This meeting was a formality. They've already decided to bury me, and I can't do a thing to stop it.
An hour later, Yuto sat frozen at his desk, the office noise fading to a dull hum. Then a new message from the manager appeared. The email was brief. Security footage for the morning in question has been retrieved and is under review. A decision will follow tomorrow.
So it's already over. They found nothing exonerating me. Or worse, something that makes me look even more guilty.
Meanwhile, Kazuki leaned back in his chair, absorbing the news with a thin, satisfied smile. His plan was working, but just before the end of the day, the manager caught Yuto in the hallway and gestured for him to follow silently.
Close the door. What I am about to tell you must stay between us. I have reason to believe you are being set up.
What? Then you know I am innocent, but during the meeting, you seemed…
I couldn't tip my hand. Someone has been sabotaging colleagues for months, and I needed to see how they'd react. Your case fits the pattern.
He's been playing a long game, and now he's telling me the truth?
I need you to be patient. Don't confront anyone. The footage is ready, but I want to give them one more chance to slip up. Trust me.
That evening, after the last employee had gone, Kazuki slipped back into the dark office. The security room was his target.
If that footage is reviewed, I am done. I just need to delete the files from this morning, and everything goes back to normal.
He logged into the system, using a borrowed admin card, fingers trembling as he navigated to the surveillance archive. In a darkened monitoring room, the manager watched a second screen. Every keystroke Kazuki made was being recorded. The footage of Kazuki planting the envelope had already been copied to an external drive. The bait had been taken.
Come on, delete. Why is it lagging? Did someone set a trap? No? I'm just paranoid.
After a tense minute, the system confirmed deletion of the morning's files. Kazuki exhaled, believing his trail was now invisible.
He walked right into it. Now there's a second offense, tampering with evidence on top of theft and framing.
As Kazuki shut down the computer, a small recording light on the backup server blinked red, unseen by him. The manager leaned back, arms crossed. The noose was tightening, and Kazuki didn't even feel it yet. Early the next morning, the manager's voice crackled through Yuto's phone. Break room, now. Leave your desk casual. Yuto found the break room empty, except for the manager, who gestured to a corner away from the windows.
We have the footage of the planting and his attempt to delete it. But to seal the case, I need you to pull Kazuki's old expense reports. There are accounting discrepancies that only he could have caused. Your access as a team lead candidate will let us compare the files unnoticed.
So he didn't just frame me. He's been stealing for months. And now I can finally do something about it. How long do I have? If he notices I am digging, he might try to cover his tracks again or lash out.
You have until the end of the day. Stay under his radar. I've already alerted security to monitor his every move.
I won't let you down. He's taken enough from me, from all of us. This ends now.
As Yuto left the break room, his reflection in the glass no longer showed a victim. It showed a man with a mission.
He thinks he's won, but I've been given the key. Just a few hours of patience, and then everyone will see the truth.
By midday, Yuto had sifted through a year of Kazuki's reports. The discrepancies were glaring. Duplicated invoices, inflated totals, cash withdrawals, routed to a fake vendor.
He's been bleeding the company dry for months, and he planted that envelope to bury me when I got too close to the promotion. Kazuki, I have the copies right here. Fake vendor accounts and missing funds, all under your code. You've been stealing for months.
What? Where did you get those? You are desperate, Yuto. Falsifying evidence won't save you from your own crime.
These are your own filings, Kazuki. The manager's already building a case. You can't talk your way out of this.
Colleagues poured out of their cubicles, drawn by the raised voices. The hallway became a stage for the office's silent war.
You think you can pin this on me? Everyone knows you are the thief. I've been protecting this team while you've been scheming.
Enough of this spectacle. Everyone, back to your desks. Kazuki, Yuto, my office, first thing tomorrow. The entire matter will be settled definitively.
He's cornered, and he knows it. Tomorrow, the footage and the reports will bury him.
The room fell silent. The line had been drawn, and everyone knew the next sunrise would bring an irreversible verdict. An urgent email hit every screen. All hands meeting tomorrow, 9 a.m. The investigation has reached a conclusion. Attendance is mandatory.
Finally! Tomorrow, everyone will see the truth. I just have to endure one more night.
A bluff. They can't have anything real. I made sure of it. Tomorrow, I'll walk out clean.
The office emptied slowly, heavy with unspoken questions. Half believed Yuto. The rest trusted Kazuki. Only the morning would prove them right or wrong. Yuto stayed late, staring at the ceiling of his apartment. Every possible outcome looped in his mind, but one thing was certain. He would face it standing. Kazuki, however, barely slept. He kept refreshing his phone, checking for any trace of a backup alert. Nothing came, but the silence felt like a trap. By 8:45 a.m., the conference room was packed. The manager stood at the front, a tablet in hand, the large screen dark behind him.
This is it. Whatever he says next will define my entire career. Please let the truth be enough.
Keep calm. They have nothing. I'll demand proof, and when they can't show it, I'll sue for defamation.
The manager raised his hand for silence. The room held its breath. The next words would shatter the illusion forever.
Before I reveal the evidence, I'll give the thief one last chance to step forward. No? Very well.
This is a setup. You are all being manipulated. That tablet could be anything, a blank screen or a fabricated clip.
The room stirred, but the manager's expression didn't change. He tapped the tablet, and a timestamp appeared on the main screen.
This footage is from last night, when someone accessed the security room using a stolen admin card. Would you like to explain, Kazuki?
He knows. He knows everything, but the files were deleted. How did he?
Yuto watched, his heart pounding. This was the counterstrike they had prepared, and it was landing perfectly.
Security has been monitoring your every move since the first report. Your attempt to delete footage was recorded and backed up. There is no escape.
Kazuki's legs gave out. He sank back into his chair, face ashen. The smirk was gone forever. For the first time in days, Yuto allowed himself to breathe. The truth was finally taking shape.
Now, let's watch the real footage. The moment the envelope was planted in Yuto's desk, this footage was recorded yesterday at 8:47 a.m. The camera covers the entire floor, including Yuto's desk.
Please, let it be clear. Let everyone see what I've been saying all along.
If the footage shows my face, No, I wore a cap. The angle might save me. It has to.
Watch carefully. The person in this video is someone you all know. Their actions will speak louder than any excuse.
He paused, letting the silence stretch. The only sound was the hum of the projector.
Just play it. Show everyone the truth. I have nothing to hide.
Patience, Yuto. I want everyone to see this clearly, without any distraction.
He pressed a button, and the screen flickered. A timestamp counted down, 8 hours 47 minutes and 3 seconds.
This is it. I am finished. Why didn't I just take the transfer last month?
The footage began to play. For Yuto, it was the moment of vindication. For Kazuki, the moment of reckoning. On the screen, a man in a sharp blazer walked to Yuto's desk, glanced around, then slid the envelope into the drawer.
Freeze it. Zoom in. Any question who that is?
The freeze frame locked on Kazuki's face, the same smirk he wore every day. Now, a mask of guilt for all to see.
I think this footage speaks for itself. Theft, framing an innocent man, and tampering with security systems.
There. That's what I've been screaming into the void. The truth. Undeniable.
Gasps erupted. Colleagues who had shamed Yuto now looked at Kazuki with raw disgust.
That's not. The timestamp is wrong.
Security. Please escort this man from the building. We'll be pressing charges for fraud, theft, and evidence tampering.
It's over. I can finally breathe. The nightmare is finished.
For Yuto, the silence that followed was louder than any apology. The weight he had carried vanished.
You can't prove I planted that. This is all circumstantial. Anyone could have worn my jacket.
The footage is enough. But there's more, much more, that you don't know about.
He pulled up a folder on the tablet. Internal audits, missing petty cash logs, and a pattern dating back months.
The cash you planted, those bills were marked. This entire theft was a controlled test, and you failed.
A test? The whole thing was a trap? They were onto me from the start.
We've also traced the sabotage of 2 colleagues' projects back to your login. You've been a cancer in this team.
That's a lie. You fabricated all this to protect your precious Yuto.
Security, take him away. The police have already been contacted regarding the embezzlement and forgery charges.
Kazuki's face twisted from arrogance to terror. The walls were closing in, and every exit had been sealed. The tablet screen glowed with the final nail. A freeze frame of Kazuki, forever captured in his own crime. 2 security guards grabbed Kazuki by the arms and marched him toward the exit. His protests dissolved into whimpers.
Let this be a clear message. Yuto is fully cleared of all accusations. His record remains unblemished.
A murmur of relief and guilt rippled through the room. Colleagues who had shunned Yuto now couldn't meet his eyes.
It's really over. But the wounds are still fresh. Trust will take time to rebuild.
I expect every one of you to support Yuto. He has shown more integrity under pressure than most ever will.
Thank you, sir. And thank you to everyone who reserved judgment. I am just glad the truth came out.
Applause erupted, hesitant at first, then genuine. The atmosphere shifted from a courtroom to a clean slate. Kazuki's silhouette vanished through the glass doors, leaving behind only the echo of his shattered schemes.
I survived, but I know now. Justice doesn't happen on its own. I'll make sure it's never this hard again.
The manager caught Yuto's eye and gave a small nod. The silent promise of a conversation still to come. After the crowd left, the manager called Yuto to his office. The door clicked shut.
Yuto, you handled this nightmare with patience. That's the mark of a leader.
A leader? Could it really happen after everything?
The promotion is yours. You earned it through sheer integrity when the system failed you.
Sir, I don't know what to say. I thought I'd lost everything.
Accept, and let me guide your first year. This company needs leaders like you.
Yuto felt the weight lift. This wasn't just a promotion. It was validation.
I accept. I'll lead with the fairness you've shown. No one should endure what I did.
The manager extended his hand, and Yuto shook it firmly. It was a pact. Outside, the city gleamed. A new chapter had begun, built on ashes. As Yuto stepped out, colleagues who had shunned him now offered tentative congratulations.
Thank you. It's been a hard road, but I appreciate those who kept their faith in me.
A few patted his shoulder. Others looked away, their guilt still raw.
How close did I come to losing everything? If that footage had been erased, I'd be finished.
Yet on his desk, someone had placed a small vase of flowers, a silent apology.
Maybe this can be a fresh start. Not just for me, but for the whole team.
The manager watched from his doorway, satisfied that justice had been served.
Take the day off, Yuto. You've more than earned it.
Yuto nodded and walked to the window, the city sprawling beneath a clear sky.
I survived a fire. Now it's time to build something that won't burn so easily.
The next morning, Yuto strode into the manager's office with a folder full of ideas.
You are supposed to be resting, Yuto. What's all this?
A proposal to make sure what happened to me never happens to anyone else. A transparent review system, anonymous feedback, rotating review panels, and audit trails for every promotion decision.
You are proposing we rebuild our entire evaluation process?
Yes. The old system let one person destroy careers. I won't lead a team where that's possible.
This is ambitious. But after what happened, it's exactly what we need. You have my full support.
The manager scrawled his signature at the bottom of the proposal. It was official. By the end of the day, a new transparent review board stood in the main hallway, a symbol of change.
This is my legacy, not just survival, but building something that protects everyone.
Within a week, the review board became part of office life. Colleagues gathered to read anonymous feedback and proposals.
I am glad to see so many ideas. This is exactly what I hoped for. A real voice for everyone. Not long ago, I was trapped in a silent nightmare. Now, I am building a system where silence is impossible.
Someone had pinned a note to the board. Thank you for giving us a voice. It was unsigned, but the message was clear.
This is just the start. If you have doubts, bring them. If you see unfairness, report it. No one fights alone anymore. Kizuki's shadow is gone, but the lesson remains. Power unchecked destroys. I'll make sure this never happens again.
The manager watched from his office, a rare smile crossing his face. He had chosen his successor well.
Here is to a new chapter, everyone. One where honesty builds careers, not destroys them.
Laughter returned to the office. Bright, genuine, and long overdue.
This is the workplace I fought for. It was worth every sleepless night.
The afternoon sun gilded the skyline. Yuto stood at the window, his hands still.
Every accusation, every lonely night led to this. I am no longer their scapegoat.
Beyond the glass, towers gleamed. Inside, a quiet revolution had begun.
Integrity isn't fragile. It's the only thing that survives when everything else burns.
His name was cleared, his promotion earned. The true victory was the system he built.
Kazuki tried to erase me. He only made me invincible.
The review board in the hallway was a promise written in ink.
This is my office now. My chance to ensure no one faces that darkness alone.
He breathed deep, then turned to face the room. The future awaited. A story of betrayal, cameras, and justice. But above all, of a man who refused to break.